Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. Good morning, Allison. Master number 44. Is that what it says? Let's see. I think I can see it. Hold on. Master number 44. Today is my last day of teaching summer school. Congratulations. Catch the replay. 44 has been appearing for me recently, so I'm excited for what this lesson holds. I love it. 44, 444, 333. These are really big numbers inside of Elegant Femme. Has anyone here taken our program called the Beauty Age? Beauty Age 369. I think I led it 2 years ago now. Such a good program. I've been thinking about that program lately where we identify what stage we're in. It's really good. I think we should bring that back. That was really good. Elisa, bonjour. Marlena, good morning. Katrina, I love that you're here. I love seeing you. Michelle, bonjour, bonjour. Elaine, bonjour. How is everybody feeling? Yes, we good? It's Thursday. We had a little adventure yesterday. Good morning, Jennifer. Bonjour. We had a little adventure yesterday. We took our dogs, Lucy and Olivia, to a little, what did they call it? It was like a doggy happy hour where they had like doggy ice cream, doggy frozen daiquiris, getting these girls acclimated because they're about to get on a plane and then a boat. So we had fun yesterday. There were some moments of, okay, because our little one, came here during COVID. We got her in France and then really grew up here during COVID when no one was on the island, not let alone a dog. So she has some growing to do. Yes, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. The behind the scenes, if you are in Sensually Authentic, you're going to see the behind the scenes of your wildest dreams. We have some fun stuff to share. All right, Hamea, bonjour, bonjour. All right, let's have a coffee moment as we begin. Let's move this down a little bit so you don't need to see the air conditioning unit. There we go. That looks nice. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, count down. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Let's just all do some bicep curls. You don't have to do this at all. It just feels good. Move our bodies, settle in. Father, Mother, God, Lord of all creation. Maybe have fun inside of the physical as we continue to unfold into the truth, into the awakening, into the remembering, into the recognizing of where we truly are, what we truly embody. And as we walk in this physical world, may we remember that we always walk with love, with grace, with God. And as we begin to see through the vision, and yet continue to walk inside of this physical world, may we allow that vision to propel us into witnessing the truth in everyone, including ourselves, letting go of any withholding, letting go of any hardening, letting go of any illusion of the need for protection, letting go of the need of control, of planning, of maintaining, of sustaining, and allow that breath of life to come up underneath us and move us, call us, beckon us easily, gracefully into the unfolding of our souls, into the unfolding of why we came. And may it be fun and easy and joyful and beautiful. This or something even better for the highest good of all concerned. Amen. 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 All right. Are we ready? Are you ready? Oui. Yes. Are you ready for today? And any celebrations that we have, please drop them in the chat. How you're feeling, what's unfolding, anything that you want to share about how the course is going for you, the integration of your Femme types with the course, feel free to share inside the comments. Again, replay or live. Actually, this might be really beautiful. Dave shared this with me yesterday. This would be really fun, I think. There was a comment yesterday that was really gorgeous that Dave actually sent me. I don't know who this is from because Dave, I'm sure it's I haven't gone through all the YouTube comments yet, but this was really beautiful. Someone from the replay. I love listening to you and your delivery of the ACIM lessons. I'm sure I've mentioned that before, but it truly helps. Although I'm not perfect with the required practice periods, as I often recall the lesson and the quote seemingly disappears from thought, requiring I look it up again. I know we're not supposed to do it, as in life and all its challenges alone, and seemingly it appears that everything in my life and my survival in the world is 100% on my shoulders. This is where the connection with the lessons inside of ACIM enter to assist in finding grace and peace within. Thank you. P.S. I'm in love with the shades of green this year, and I love your dress. So cute. I love these. I love these comments. So I read them, and they're meaningful. You leaning in and you sharing your experience of where you are, how things are unfolding, how things are moving. And it really is important to remember, and this came up just naturally yesterday, that it's not about the perfection of it. And if you find yourself, I know this happens to all of us. It's like, oh, what was the lesson? Let me remember. Allowing the practice period in the morning and in the evening, the bookends, really supporting inside of Elegant Femme, since it's Chic 365, supporting the flow of your Femme types really easily in alignment with the lesson, because they're here to support you in continued unlimited expansion into your truth. So it flows quite easily. Some of you have shared that you put your ACIM lesson at the top of your Femme flow list. That can be a beautiful way. You can write it in your phone. You can write it down. For me, when I write things, I still write the lesson for today. Oh, well, this is another thing I do. Hearts. They're usually hearts. Oh, can you see it because it's in pencil? Maybe you can't see. Nope. Maybe. Hearts, diamonds, something. I'm always writing, doodling somewhere, something. Note card, something. When I write it down with my hands, this is why the Femme Flow list, we've been asked in the past, can you make the Femme Flow list digital? And I'm like, I really like writing on paper. We're actually sold out. We're sold out of the Femme Flow list. But I had something maybe that might be of interest. We'll see. But I love writing. I love writing. So if you write the lesson down somewhere, just that can help support you in the integration of it. And if you forget, it's okay. If you go look it up, It's okay. It's all okay. And if you're out and about and you can't remember the lesson for the day, and you don't have your book nearby, and you don't have your phone, and you don't have a way of looking it up, sit with yourself in silence, and you'll either find yourself remembering a lesson from one of the other 43 days, or you just listen. You just listen to God, because that's what it's all about anyways. Right? We sometimes get so stuck in the, we do 100, 0 or 100, right? If I can't do it this way, I'm not doing it at all. And we have that all or nothing kind of mentality. And the all or nothing mentality is actually not an all in mentality. The all or nothing mentality is a scarcity of fear. If I can't do it exactly right, I'm just not going to do it at all. So sitting just in silence for a few minutes is so valuable, whether you remember the lesson or not. Yeah? All right. Today, lesson 44. 44. Yes, I was gifted a beautiful wardrobe yesterday. Well, that is fun. So much goodness. I feel so much more open in the flow of life and peaceful. I feel so much more in alignment and powerful in my own skin. Down the side. Did I miss a question? Let me know, Elisa, if I missed something. It's quite possible. All right, lesson 44. Oh, the heart's in my book. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All the way down the side. You're awesome. Lesson 44. God is the light in which I see. So yesterday we had lesson 43. God is my source. I cannot see apart from God. Today, God is the light in which I see. Oh, this is so beautiful. Are you so happy that you picked this up? That you're in this, that you're reading this, that you're allowing this? How many of you, again, replay or live with me, have in the past picked this up and put it down and felt like it's too heavy physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all the things, or it feels hard? Or a lot of the comments I've gotten, and I experienced this myself in the beginning, like it didn't feel feminine. It felt clunky. And since I'm all about elegance and beauty, I was like, I don't get it. And then returning through that lens of trust, through that lens of I'm being called, I'm going to surrender to this. I'm going to let go of the logic, let go of the need to understand, let go of the intellect. And you see the beauty coming through. God is the light in which I see. Isn't this stunning? How many times, right? We're on lesson 44. How many times have you gone through a lesson and been like, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. That is so poetic. Like I could just saturate, marinate. I sound like a very New Yorker. Marinate. I could marinate in this forever. Isn't it beautiful? God is the light in which I see. Today we are continuing the idea for yesterday, adding another dimension to it. You cannot see in darkness, and you cannot make light. You can make darkness and then think you see in it, but light reflects life and is therefore an aspect of creation. Okay, more please, more please. Creation and darkness cannot coexist, but light and life must go together, being but different aspects of creation. Light and life. In order to see, Oh, this is a good one. I do have this one underlined. In order to see, you must recognize that light is within, not without. In order to see, you must recognize that light is within, not without. A little something was so beautiful that occurred yesterday. My son and I went down to the beach. I went down first, and I took Lucy. Some of you might even have seen Lucy in the past on our travels, because Lucy's our little bichon Havanese that has traveled around the world with us. She's already been sailing with us in Greece. She grew up in Paris. She would sit underneath like very fancy restaurants underneath a white tablecloth and just not make a sound. So I'm reacclimating her to going places with me. So she went down to the beach with me yesterday, and I sat down, and this little boy came over. And I don't know, he maybe was, so I'll tell you, this little boy came over and he said, "Can I pet your dog?" And I said, "Yeah, of course." He said, "What's her name?" I said, "Lucy, what's your name?" And he said, "I don't remember." And I said, "Well, okay, that's okay." And he said, "There's just too much. There's just too much going on in my brain." And I don't know exactly what his opportunity is in this physical world. There was something, he kept calling it his elf ear. He had like a very swollen ear on one side. His face was a little different. Oh, I could cry. The amount of love that was pouring through this child. Talk about the light within. He just sat down with me on my towel and was petting Lucy. And his dad, like, trying to call him over, and he said, "Can I please just have a minute, Dad? I said, "Well, how old are you?" He said, "I think it's been a while," he said, "since I've had a birthday. I think somewhere between 8 and 10. It was like the most stunning conversation. The most stunning. And he just sat there, was asking, I don't remember, random things, and then asking them again. And then Nico came down. Nico sat down. He said, "What's your name?" Nico said, "Nico." He said, "I really like that name. It's a very, very good name." Then he said, "And this is Lucy." Nico said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "I really love Lucy. I love her." This little boy saying this about, "I really love Lucy." Can't remember his own name. Loves Lucy. Can remember Lucy. He sat with us for maybe 10 minutes, pouring his light into this world. It was such a gift. It was such a gift. His dad said, "Okay, we need to go." I never got his name. I still don't know what his name was. His dad said, "We need to go." He said, "Okay, Dad." Starts walking away on the beach. "Bye, Lucy." Light. It's within. It's within. It's within. It's within. And when we're no longer afraid of it, we do see it everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Because we begin to recognize that we're actually safe. We're safe in it. We don't need to hide from the light. That Marianne Williamson quote, I think it was her that said it. She gets quoted with a lot of things. I don't always know where they come from, and that happens. That's normal. But I think she is the one who said about being more afraid of our light. I think she is the one that said that. And it's so true. When we learn to feel safe in the light, in our power, when we no longer buy into the illusion that we're safer in darkness, that we're safer in the hiding, that we're safer in the illusion that we are weak, when we really begin to walk in our power, we see light everywhere. Okay, that was a little side note, but it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Okay, in order to see, you must recognize that light is within, not without. You do not see outside of yourself, nor is the equipment for seeing outside you. An essential part of this equipment is the light that makes seeing possible. It is with you always, making vision possible in every circumstance. Today, we are going to attempt to reach the light. Oh, I remember this one. For this purpose, we will use a form of exercise which has been suggested before and which we will utilize increasingly. It is a particularly difficult form for the undisciplined mind and represents a major goal of mind training. It requires precisely what the untrained mind lacks. Yet this training must be accomplished if you are to see. Have at least 3 practice periods today, each lasting 3 to 5 minutes. A longer time is highly recommended, but only if you find the time slipping by with little or no sense of strain. And you might find that different on different days as well. I know as I was gently increasing my time, my meditation, some days I could easily spend 30 minutes more, and then the next day might feel different. So just trust yourself each day. Again, the no strain, the unhurried feeling, the no sense of urgency, the rest, the peace, the welcoming, the feeling of coming home is available. And if it's not available that day, that's okay. La la la. The form of practice we will use today is the most natural and easy one in the world for the trained mind, just as it seems to be the most unnatural and difficult for the untrained mind. Your mind is no longer wholly untrained. Yay! Yay, yay! Points, points. You are, and I'm kidding, right? Not really points. I'm getting a little cheeky, but that feels good, right? Okay, I feel recognized inside of that. You feel recognized. Let yourself feel that truth. My mind is no longer wholly untrained. I'm making movement. I'm connecting. I'm remembering. You are quite ready to learn the form of exercise we will use today. But you may find that you will encounter strong resistance. Maybe not. Okay. The reason is very simple. While you practice in this way, you leave behind everything that you now believe and all the thoughts that you have made up. Remember the surrender prayer from day 3 that I shared. I surrender everything I think I know. I surrender everything I think I know and allow the divine to pour itself into me. It's a beautiful thing to say when you feel confused, lost in a decision. It's really beautiful to reconnect. Properly speaking, this is the release from hell. Okay. Yet perceived through the ego's eyes, it is the loss of identity and a descent into hell. So sometimes just see how you relate to these kinds of things. Again, based on your own past, your religion, all of these. And what I encourage you, invite you, if it feels helpful and resonant, if it feels triggering at all, when you hear these words inside and it feels like it brings up more resistance, just to consider perhaps either utilizing the word torment or struggle, or we all know that feeling of anything less than peace. And that's really what the Course is referring to when it says this. It's not talking about a physical place. It's talking about the internal torment that we unconsciously choose when we are not remembering our truth. Yeah. If you can stand aside from the ego by ever so little, you will have no difficulty in recognizing that its opposition and its fears are meaningless. You might find it helpful to remind yourself from time to time that to reach light is to escape from the darkness. Whatever you may believe to the contrary, God is the light in which you see. You are attempting to reach God. Begin the practice period by repeating today's idea with your eyes open and close them slowly, repeating the idea several times more. Then try to sink into your mind, letting go of every kind of interference and intrusion by quietly sinking past them. Your mind cannot be stopped in this unless you choose to stop it. It is merely taking its natural course. Try to observe your passing thoughts without involvement and slip quietly past them with no particular approach. While no particular approach is advocated for this form of exercise, what is needful is a sense of the importance of what you are doing. It is inestimable. Inestimable. I think there's maybe a better way to say that, but I'm going to go with it. Inestimable. Valuable. It's inestimable value to you. Let's say unlimited, okay, for the moment. And an awareness that you are attempting something very, very holy. That's beautiful. Feel the value just in that, the importance in that I am attempting something very holy. This is of high value and high importance. This is of the highest value and the highest importance. The Course says again and again, time is here to support us in remembering how to utilize time, what true value is. There is nothing more valuable or more important than this time in sinking past thoughts, allowing yourself to go into the mind and remember. Salvation is your happiest accomplishment. Healing is your happiest accomplishment. Remembering is your happiest accomplishment. There is nothing more important. Nothing. It is also the only one that has any meaning, because it is the only one that has any real use to you at all. Can you feel that? The mind that spins in, oh, I have too many things to do. I have this to do and that to do and this to do and that to do, and I need to make money and I need to do this and I need to clean the toilet and I need da. There is nothing more useful than this. Nothing. Nothing. Do you believe that? Can you feel that inside of your body, in your bones, in your cells? Like, I know this is true. There is nothing more important than me remembering who I am. Nothing. If resistance rises in any form, pause long enough to repeat today's idea, keeping your eyes closed unless you're aware of fear. And pay attention to that. In that case, you will probably find it more reassuring to open your eyes briefly. Try, however, to return to the exercises with eyes closed as soon as possible. If you are doing the exercises correctly, you should experience some sense of relaxation and even a feeling that you are approaching, if not actually entering, the light. This is so yummy. This is so yummy. Try to think of light, formless and without limit, as you pass by the thoughts of this world, and do not forget that they cannot hold you to the world unless you give them power to. Power is a choice you make. Throughout the day, repeat the idea often with eyes open or closed as seems better to you at the time, but do not forget. Above all, be determined not to forget today. So be determined to remember. God is the light in which I see. God is the light in which I see. God is the light in which I see. And then allow yourself to sink into the beauty of that truth. How are we feeling about this? Michelle, yes, never felt I could digest it. Yes, I get that. Beyond happy to be in this with you at this time. Blissful, me too. I love it. I have returned to love and am rereading this as we go through. Oh, gorgeous. I love that. That's Marianne Williamson's book, right? Return to Love. So beautiful. Absolutely happy. I let the toys of logic get in the way. I hear you. I hear you. Amazing. Loving it. I love it. Pouring light into this world. Yes, yes. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Gorgeous. Resonates deeply. So beautiful. All right, ladies. It was an honor and a pleasure to be here with you today, as always. As always, always, always. I love you. Tomorrow is Friday. Frenchy Friday. Enjoy this lesson. Enjoy, enjoy. Play with it. Play with it. Play with it. Play with it. God is the light in which I see. It feels good, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel good? Let it feel good. Let it feel good today. Let it feel good. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Again, subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell thing so that you're notified of all the upcoming things. Power of Sensuality Masterclass is still up for free inside of the Women Living Fully Facebook group. That will be up until the end of the month. Then it will be removed and turned into a paid program, which is really gorgeous because it aligns quite nicely with the last few days of August, where we are going to be having our extended integration time. So if you haven't had an opportunity to go through the Power of Sensuality, I really encourage you to do that. I really encourage you to go through it. Really, really gorgeous. And Tara Paris, last couple of days for the dress sale. If you're interested in fashion, you want to get your hands on a gorgeous piece of our Restoration Through Beauty collection that is made in Italy with a very, very special $100 off dresses and a very special bonus of a black cashmere blend dress for a minimum order, which these are my favorite things in the world. So there we go. That's all what's up and coming over here. I love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.